Hey everyone, you ready to dive in? We're tackling something pretty huge today. Sam Altman's prediction that artificial superintelligence, ASI, is just, wait for it, 1,000 days away.
Yeah, 1,000 days. I know, right? It's a bold claim. Luckily, we've got this article that really breaks down the different levels of AI.
It's like our roadmap for this deep dive, so let's get into it. First stop, ANI, artificial narrow intelligence. We're surrounded by this stuff already.
Totally. Your phone, your car, even your smart toaster, it's all AI. Amazing at specific tasks. But ask it to think outside its box. Good luck.
Exactly. My music app gives killer recommendations, but composing a symphony, not happening. We need to level up. Which brings us to
AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, the holy grail of AI where it can learn and apply knowledge like we do across any domain.
So like instead of a straight A student in just one subject, AGI is the ultimate polymath.
Exactly. Right now, ask your phone what's the meaning of life. You get a canned response. AGI
Yeah.
might give you an answer that makes you rethink everything. That's the leap we're talking.
That's a future I'd sign up for.
Yeah.
But how do large language models, those LLMs everyone's buzzing about, fit into this?
LLMs, well, they're the stars of the AI show right now. Chatbots, those AI art generators.
So-
LLMs, they're incredible with language.
It's
But,
always a but, isn't it?
right, as amazing as LLMs are they enough for AGI, let alone ASI? It's like we've given a calculator a massive upgrade, but can it truly understand what it's calculating? That's the question.
It really makes you appreciate the complexity of the human brain.
Hmm.
So we've got ANI, which we use every day, AGI, the potential key to unlocking so much more. But this isn't just about them, is it? It's about what comes after, and that's where Altman's prediction really blows things wide open. So we're back, and honestly, I'm still processing that whole ASI in 1,000 days thing. It's like Altman just casually dropped a time bomb into the future of intelligence. What's the source of this bold prediction?
It's easy to get caught up in the sheer audacity of the timeline, but the article does highlight the reasons behind Altman's confidence. We are witnessing an undeniable acceleration in AI capabilities. Think about the things LLMs can do now that seemed impossible just a few years ago.
It's true, the pace of development is mind-blowing. But is that rapid progress enough to justify claiming that we're on the brink of ASI?
That's the crux of it. The article argues that we might be mistaking progress in specific areas for generalized intelligence. Just because an AI can write a convincing poem or even code a simple website, does that mean it understands the underlying concepts, the emotions, the intent behind those actions?
Right. It's like saying that because my calculator can now solve for X, it's suddenly capable of understanding algebra on a deeper level.
Precisely. We've fallen into this trap before, you know. The article reminds us that even a year ago, experts were significantly more optimistic about the timeline for AGI, let alone ASI. We tend to underestimate the complexity of replicating something as nuanced and multifaceted as human intelligence.
So are we looking at a potential case of history repeating itself with these ASI predictions? Are we getting ahead of ourselves?
It's certainly a possibility. There's a difference between an AI mastering specific tasks and achieving the kind of flexible, adaptable intelligence that defines true ASI. The article emphasizes that distinction, and it's a point worth considering carefully.
It's a good reality check amidst all the excitement, for sure. Okay, so let's say, for the sake of argument, that we do manage to crack the code of AGI. What then? Are there any other major hurdles standing between us and this super intelligent future?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, the article dives into a few key bottlenecks that are just as important as the intelligence itself, if not more so. Things like,
Well, the energy consumption. I mean, that's got to be a big one, right? These super AIs, they're power hungry.
no doubt about it, we're talking powering a small city, maybe even more as these systems get more complex. The article really drives that point home.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, can we even handle that? Sustainably, I mean. What about the environmental impact? It's a big deal.
Absolutely, and the article doesn't shy away from that. It's not just about building smarter AI, it's about doing it responsibly. More efficient algorithms, alternative computing, even renewable energy sources for AI development, it's all on the table.
So it's a balancing act. We're trying to push the boundaries of intelligence while keeping our planet in good shape. Okay, so let's say we figure out the energy thing. The article also mentions something called multi-agent systems as a potential solution, like for infrastructure. I'm not sure I got that.
Okay, so imagine an orchestra, right? Each instrument, it's a specialist in its own right, but you put them all together, working in harmony. That's what multi-agent systems are like.
So instead of one giant AI brain, it's more like a team of specialists, each with its own strength.
Exactly. Each AI agent is a master in its own domain, and they collaborate, share information, It could be a much more efficient way to reach those higher levels of AI.
It's like divide and conquer, but for artificial intelligence. Makes
Ah,
sense. Okay, so we've talked about the challenges, the potential breakthroughs, but the big question is, what happens if Altman's right? ASI in 1,000 days. What then? What does that world look like? Good, bad, just plain weird.
the million-dollar question. And honestly, it's hard to say for sure. The article highlights both the incredible opportunities and the potential risks. Imagine scientific discoveries we can't even fathom right now, solutions to climate change, diseases. We could be talking about a whole new era for humanity.
It's like having a superpowered partner helping us solve the biggest problems. But with great power, right? It all comes down to how we use it.
Exactly. And that's where things get tricky. Job displacement, as AI takes on more tasks, the ethical dilemmas of machines making decisions that impact human lives. These are things we need to be thinking about now, not later.
So much to consider. This whole 1,000-day prediction really throws down the gauntlet, doesn't it?
It does, and it reminds us this technology, it's powerful, it's rapidly evolving, and it's going to have a profound impact on all of us. The future of intelligence is being written right now.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty profound. And on that note, to everyone listening, this has been quite a deep dive. If you're as intrigued by all of this as we are, definitely check out that article. It's a wild ride, and it really makes you think about the future, about our place in it, and the choices we make as we venture further into the age of AI.